important because you can get yourself really, I had myself completely convinced that I had a lot of things going really, really well and that I was doing really, really good half the time. And then the other half the time it was like, you're lazy, you're not enough, and blah, blah, blah. You know, every time I walk past the mirror, you're fat. You know what I mean? Who does that? Who does that? I hope nobody else does that whenever I walk by. But most people, you know, like, oh no, that's Chrissy, she's great, she's wonderful. We love being around her, she's awesome. I didn't feel that way. Why? Because my mind told me that. Because if my mind had me convinced that I was going to fail or that I wasn't good enough, that I wouldn't try it and I wouldn't have to go through that devastation again. And if, for myself, as I started peeling back all of these layers and seeing all this resistance and understanding that resistance, that is just fear. And if it's fear, that it's not necessarily real. So if I'm seeing fear and I'm feeling resistance, then all that I can really do is get to the truth of the matter. If I can get to the truth of the circumstance, then I can decide, is this something that's really, really a threat, or is it a perceived threat? Who is it, T. Harv Eker, that says that fear is false evidence appearing real? Joyce Myers. Yeah. It's just a safety mechanism. It's a way of trying to predict the future. Trying to predict an outcome to keep you safe so you can know what your options are. And you can think about it. I mean, we use this for everything. I mean, like getting into the car and going to the store. It's like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure that I can maneuver that, so you just hop right in the car and you go there. You know, chances are the store's going to be open. there's gas in the tank. I got the keys. I hadn't had, you know, any wine, so I should be good to drive the car. You know what I mean? So you can predict that it's going to be a favorable outcome, then you feel comfortable doing it. But it's the stuff that you're not familiar with. So I just started kind of playing with the notion, kind of flirting with the idea that if it's unfamiliar to me, it's just a sign that I haven't done it enough. My husband will argue, what's the problem with having, you know, comfort zone? What's the matter with feeling comfortable? And I said to him, I was like, well, it's not so much that, it's not about, you know, feeling uncomfortable as much as I just want a really, really big comfort zone. I want to be really comfortable in a lot of situations. And as I start to push my limits and test the waters and test myself, I'm finding out, oh, it's not so bad. A lot of that stuff that I make up in my head, that worst case scenario, it's so far from ever even happening. And the more that I just kind of leaned into that, and the more that I just kind of played with that idea and played with that notion, the more I found out it's really isn't so bad after all. As a matter of fact, you know, everything that I wanted is right there. I mean, you know what? I can reach out and get it. And I found that the challenges that did come up and the things that I did have to face, I was either fully equipped to handle or I had resources that could help me with it. But if you're just in that fear-based thinking, that fear-based mode, or when I was in that fear-based mode, I didn't realize that I had resources, and I surely did not realize that I was fully equipped. I thought I had to know everything before venturing forward. And that was a big thing that kept me stuck in my business for a very long time, is that I thought I had to know everything. Regardless of the fact that all of my mentors and leaders are like, Chrissy, no, you don't have to know everything. Just go out there and do it. Now, I'm pretty sure I needed to know everything. I needed to know everything, because what if they ask me something and I don't know the question or know the answer to it?
Yeah, I'm studying up on antioxidants now.
There you go. There you go. Exactly.
Ready for
Do you know how often I use that? Never. Never. You know what I say now? Now that I've kind of like figured out this little formula, now like I try not to know. You know, it's not that I resist learning, but I have no interest in it because I know that I can find the answer, that I can look it up, and I'm not scared to tell somebody, you know what? I don't know. You know what? They didn't know either. So it was kind of like again, a false security that I was always searching for.
And I'm coming to the realization